host, Jabril McKeithen. Hope everybody's doing well, staying away from the coronavirus because it's killing us right now. But welcome back. Today we're doing something a little different. I got a co-host here for y'all today. And in terms of Black History Month, I know y'all guys was waiting for this, appreciating this. I brought my white friend, Joe.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? We here with the Out of Bounds podcast. I'm happy to be here.
Yes, sir. Glad to have you here, brother, man.
Yes,
but
sir.
yeah, let's get into it. Today we're doing something a little different. Usually, I'm talking about Sixers basketball, but today we're going to get a little bit into the football because it's a big week, especially next week with the Super Bowl, all that. A lot of things came out in terms of the NFL, so let's get right into it. First thing me and Joe are going to talk about, Tom Brady. As y'all know, the GOAT, undisputed GOAT, 7 rings, leader in completions, passing yards, whatever category you can name in terms of quarterback.
Everything,
that's what he
bro.
did.
Everything.
So, obviously, growing up, Tom Brady is the GOAT. Like, do you any disputes against that? Like, what are your thoughts on Tom Brady, bro?
Listen, bro, like, I'm a Jets fan, and, it pains me to say, but, like, there's nothing you could really say, bro. That man is the GOAT, like, 7 rings, bro. Any team in the league got 5. Like,
yeah, for real, bro.
Can't dispute that, bro. He's the GOAT.
It's crazy, like, just watching up, you know what I'm saying? Just growing up, just, like, all I heard was Tom Brady, and all I'm thinking is, fuck Tom Brady. Like, that's all everybody was telling me. If you wasn't a Patriots fan, why even root for Tom Brady? But
listen,
growing
man,
up, you get a little older, you like, Tom Brady's just the dude. He's just that dude, bro.
Listen, man, like I said, I'm a Jets fan. Been in as a Patriots quarterback 20 years, kicking the Jets' ass twice a year, bro. Like, that man is crazy, bro.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel for y'all. I definitely feel for y'all. I know y'all was getting worse than my team. Y'all was getting way worse. But definitely, that's the GOAT. Hopefully, he lives a great life in retirement. Hopefully, he's doing well, kids. I think his wife, Giselle, right?
Yeah.
I hope Giselle doing good, you know what I'm saying? I really hope she doing good, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, yeah, I'm hoping Tom Brady doing good. But, it's always a great thing to celebrate Tom Brady, especially in this day, knowing that this day in history, the Eagles won the Super Bowl, man. Super Bowl 52, Thank you, Tom Brady, for that. I appreciate you being part of our legacy. But speaking of Super Bowl, we do have the Super Bowl coming up next week. So
yes,
we just want to put predictions out there. What are you thinking for the Super Bowl next week?
I mean, it's going to be a great game. I hope, the Rams defense is really good, but you got that Cincinnati offense, which is incredible. They really, I can't think of the word. They did a lot more than people were thinking they would do.
Yeah,
everybody thought there was a mistake drafting Jamar Chase, myself included.
Definitely,
but man, that is a baller right there.
You just see them balling out, and it's crazy. Like, the connection is just so fluent. Like, it's the one game. Who is they playing? I forget who they playing, but Jamar Chase just put up it was like 200 something yards.
I think you're talking about
touchdowns.
The Ravens game.
It was the Ravens.
I think so.
It was crazy.
Like,
I'm just watching. Like, I ain't watched the game because I'm not gonna watch no Cincinnati Bengals game. I'm watching the Eagles game. That's all I care about.
Hey, look. Speaking of watching Cincinnati games, my Jets beat the Bengals, so I hope the Bengals win. Just to say, look, hey, come on. I gotta find a silver lining somewhere. You know what I mean?
I got you. But yeah, bro, like, I'm rooting for the Bengals. Joe Brr, you know what I'm saying? Joe Brr, he cold with it. Like, that boy is shiesty, cold to the core, ice in his veins, yo. I'm hoping Joe Burrow win it, but obviously, like you said, the defense on the Rams is nasty. When you got Von Miller, Aaron Donald in your front line, and Jalen Ramsey to back you up, obviously it's definitely a defense. It's going to be a defensive challenge for the Bengals. But I think their offense is good. Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon, Jamar Chase, like you said. I forget the tight end's name, or not tight end, number 85 on the Bengals.
85 is T. Higgins.
T. Higgins, there you go. He's looking nice. He's been balling too. He's very underrated, but he's been balling. So it's going to be a good Super Bowl. It's going to be a great Super Bowl. I hope it is. Plenty of viewings. I heard somebody put a bet on there for, like, someone put the over 50 points. Like, the Bengals going to win by like 50 points for like $100 or something like that. I don't know if this going. That's all.
That's not news.
Yeah, I don't know. That's all going to happen. But I'm like, props to him.
Listen, man, you got 2 great matchups to watch. You got the offensive line of the Bengals. They're struggling, but you got the great defensive line. You got Aaron Donald, Von Miller. He already got a Super Bowl MVP.
Leonard Floyd too. You can't forget Leonard
Floyd.
Floyd.
They got a lot of names on that defensive line. And then how could you not mention Jamar Chase versus Joe Burrow? Jamar Chase versus Jalen Ramsey. That's going to be another great matchup. That's going to be good. It's going to be a good game, man. It's going to be a good game.
Listen, if you're not into the NFL, this is the time to get into the NFL.
Absolutely.
You got a young QB in Joe Burrow. You got Matt Stafford, who's been in the league, throwing the Megatron and all that. It's time for somebody going to win a win. Or win a ring. Jesus, I can't speak. Somebody going to win a ring. Is it going to be Matt Stafford's first? Is it going to be Joe Burrow's first? Either way, somebody coming out there with something. So if you're not into the NFL, this week is definitely the week to get into that. But yeah, personally, like I said, I think Joe Burrow's going to win it all. I can't give you no score predictions, but I just believe Joe Burrow's gonna win. I just feel like he's just that dude, bro. Like, he's just a dog. Like, he is a dog to me, bro. Like, to even get to this point to beat Patrick Mahomes, like, that's different, bro. That's just different from me. That's how I feel.
Yeah, man, absolutely. You gotta hope. Obviously, it's gonna be an offensive shootout. You know, two great offenses, but you know, you got those two really good defenses as well. Like, you never know, man. It's gonna be a great game regardless.
Definitely. So, backtracking to retirement, as you know, Big Ben did retire and all that too. Mm-hmm. So, out of the draft class, Eli, Phillip Rivers, Big Ben, those are the top three, obviously in their class. Probably the most memorable QBs. So, who do you think is the best out of the trio, for real?
You know, I think they all great. Three very, very good Hall of Fame quarterbacks. But, I mean, I feel like there's no comparison. I feel like Eli Manning is the best out of all three of them.
Definitely.
You know, Eli Manning and Big Ben both got 2 rings. And Ben was the youngest quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, he didn't play very well at all. And, you know, Eli Manning got those 2 Super Bowl MVPs. So, I mean, I feel like I got Eli. Out of the 3 of them, I got Eli.
I respect that. I hate the Giants, honestly. The Giants suck. New York fans, you can kill me in the comments. Do whatever you want to do. Y'all suck, bro. Hopefully things turn around, though. They hire new coordinators, offensive coaches, and all that. So, hopefully things do turn around. But, like you said, I'd have to respect Eli just because who he beat, Tom Brady.
Yeah.
The legacy. They beat Tom Brady twice. Like,
undefeated Patriots.
When you got Tom Brady talking shit because he's mad about a helmet catch, you know it's something serious. Like, come on. You gotta respect Eli Manning. Coming down to his later years though, obviously with age, like obviously not gonna play the same and all that.
Of course.
But still being a dog, like honestly, like maybe better than what Big Ben was, just because like Big Ben wasn't pushing the ball down the field and all that. You can see it in the game, like in this season, his age was showing, his arm shake wasn't there. Mm-hmm. But seeing Eli Manning, he still was that guy. Honestly, when I was watching him during the end of his years, he still looked like that guy. So I gotta give my props to him for real. I do got to.
Of course, but I mean, look, now that we're on the topic of New York teams, like let's talk about my Jets, man. You know, it's been rough. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. It's been very rough for like a lot of years. A lot of years.
A little worse than rough. I don't know.
It's been very rough for a lot of years, but you know, there's hope. There's really a lot of hope.
Definitely.
You know, I mean, you can say what you want about Zach Wilson, but I mean, that guy, he went the last 5 games of the season, no turnovers. Yep. That guy is special, man. Some crazy highlights. You got Carl Lawson coming into the defense. You got a lot of money in free agency. 2 top 10 picks. Like, there's a lot to look forward to, man. I'm feeling good about my team.
I was excited for y'all this year. I thought y'all was gonna make some noise, honestly. Like,
yeah.
I thought this was gonna be a new year for y'all, honestly. I really did. Like, man, I know it's better. Like, y'all went like, I don't know, what was your record?
Like 4-13.
I thought y'all. All right, I ain't gonna lie. I thought y'all was gonna do better than that. Right, I'm not gonna say playoffs.
Look,
that's a stepping stone. But I thought this year was good for y'all.
They didn't make noise. They made some whispers. You know what I mean? They beat the Bengals. Like they beat the Titans. Like they did something. They weren't like complete trash, but you know they did the thing.
Definitely, it's a stepping stone in the right direction. I like where they're going. It's looking good. New head coach and Rob Saleh. It's looking good for y'all, honestly. I think y'all gonna be good in the coming years. The future is definitely what's big for y'all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let Zach Wilson keep developing him, keep developing the offensive players around him. Zach Pascal.
Zach Pascal.
Is that he not on the team?
No, that's a Colts wide receiver.
Ooh. No, I thought he was on the team. No,
bro.
Oh, no. I'm talking about my Madden franchise. That's what
gotta
I'm talking
be.
Gotta be. Who on their team?
Talking receivers?
Yeah, who do
you got? Corey Davis, Jamison Crowder, Elijah Moore.
That's what I was thinking of. Corey Davis. Yeah, my bad stream. I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. But yeah, y'all look good. Like the offense is going. It's only up from here.
Started to look better once the offensive coordinator started calling plays from up in the booth. You know, I guess he didn't get a real good look from the sidelines because that offense was terrible at the beginning of the year. But went up in the booth, started making plays, scoring points.
It's only up from here, honestly. Like talking about my Eagles. Honestly, we should have been on the down path. Honestly, this year. Definitely. That's what everybody was saying. Everybody was doubting us. Everybody was saying Washington football, the Washington Commanders.
Yeah,
my
the
bad.
Commanders, bro.
Not football
right.
team.
Get it right.
The Commanders. My bad, y'all. Commanders, whatever that means. But the Commanders, the Giants was gonna be better than us. And Jalen Hurts balled out this year, honestly.
Absolutely, earned a lot of respect.
There's some things that he can work on. I don't know what's going to actually happen. Just because we do have the 3 top 20, we have 3 top 20 draft picks, so I'm not too sure what's going to happen.
It's huge.
Everyone's talking about Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson. So I don't know. I like Jalen Hurts personally, but obviously when you do watch the game, you do see people's biggest issue is the deep ball accuracy, his accuracy in the deep ball. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if Howie Roseman does feel good to keep Jalen Hurts for the future. He is a young QB, so maybe a team will want to trade for him, trade their QB, such as the Texans or the Seattle Seahawks. Because Russell Wilson had a down year, the Seahawks had a down year. Russell Wilson even came back early from injury to play to get them into the playoffs. So we'll see what happens. I like the Eagles. The defense is still good. If we keep a draft pick, we got to get a defensive end just because Brandon Graham is getting old and all that. But everything looks good. We got to get another linebacker because Alex Singleton, I love the man, but when you read the defensive paper, you see Alex Singleton, you're not scared of that.
Not at all.
You're not scared of that. Like everyone else is good. Though. I like Rodney McLeod. I like Darius Slay.
Darius Slay is a baller.
Dog. Avonte Maddox. He's not obviously he's not a big name, but
I like him. He's solid.
He's a role player. Like he does his job. That's really what you need in the NFL. People that do their job.
Definitely.
So yeah.
And then I like Devontae Smith a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just finished his rookie year.
Menace.
Played very well. And like Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, they played together in college, so they already got that chemistry working together for a couple years in college. So I definitely think that development, Jalen Hurts is going to be better. He already took a big step this year.
Definitely.
You know, he still got some issues, like you said, with the deep ball accuracy. But I think the Eagles are in good hands, especially, like you said, with those draft picks.
That's what I'm saying. So, honestly, I keep hearing everyone keeps saying trade Jalen Hurts. He's not the answer. He's not the long-term answer. But I don't know. It's really his only first-year starter. He got in place for Carson Wentz because he was playing like trash. So I feel like it was a good year for him to be in the playoffs after everybody was doubting him. I don't know. I like what I saw from him. Yeah. He runs the football. He can run it. He's mobile. Obviously, he's not Lamar Jackson, but in terms of throwing the football, I might give the edge probably by like 51 to 49 to Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I like Jalen Hurts personally. Y'all can disagree with me. I like Jalen Hurts, but if you tell me that we trade for Russell Wilson, I'm not going to be mad. I'm not going to be mad about that. I'm not going to be mad.
See, I think, like you said, Deshaun Watson and Russell Wilson, I think, in my opinion, those are the only two guys you could trade for if you're going to get rid of Hurts. If you're going to get rid of Hurts, like I said, I think he got some promise. I think he looked good. He's going to develop into a very good young quarterback. But, I mean, if you're going to trade him, you got to get Deshaun Watson or Russell Wilson. That's the only answer.
Yes, sir. There's also Aaron Rodgers, too, though. We have no clue what's going on with Aaron Rodgers this offseason. So we'll see what happens with that. But stepping out of bounds from the football, we were going right inbounds to basketball, man. As y'all know, the All-Star teams have been revealed, East and West starters, reserves. So let's get into that. As y'all see, the starters for the East, Joel Embiid, Kevin Durant, who is injured, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Trae Young, DeMar. For the West, your starters will be LeBron James, Andrew Wiggins, Stephen Curry, John Morant, and Nikola Jokic. Any problems with the starting lineup?
Not at all. Well, actually, maybe. You know, I like DeMar DeRozan a lot. He's stepped up tremendously this year. Yep. You know, I know everybody knows about those back-to-back game winners on, like, back-to-back nights. Some crazy three-pointers. Yeah, man. DeMar DeRozan is smooth. He definitely deserved that.
Yep.
You know, the only thing I really got a problem with is, I would say, obviously, Andrew Wiggins. Like, that's a glaring mistake. Like, I mean, like, especially with the Pro Bowl, too. It's a fan vote. Like, there's clearly issues with that. You know what I mean? Luka Doncic, like, come on, Luka definitely deserves to be a starter. And I'm not talking down on Andrew Wiggins. He's taken a great step this year. You know, former number 1 overall pick, great player. But I mean, come on, it's Luka Doncic, man.
Yeah, like when you look at the All-Star starters, it's like you see all these great names, and then you see Andrew Wiggins. No disrespect, no disrespect, no disrespect at all. But it's like
flowers, but
I love Andrew Wiggins. Like I used to love Andrew Wiggins when he first got drafted.
Yep.
But I don't know. Maybe like obviously if you watch the games, I don't watch Golden State games. Like I'm sure Golden State fans will be like, nah, you gotta watch the games and see how good he's doing. I've seen that.
I mean,
but
like you could say that, but you look at his stats, man. And
the stats
if you know me, you know I hate stats. If you know me, you know I hate stats. But like it's like kind of crazy the difference is. Like he averaged 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Like you got Luka with 26, 9, and 9. Like it's not even comparable, man. Like. I don't understand that. We gotta take this fan vote nonsense out of here, bro.
I like the fan vote. I do like getting my opinion in there. Don't lie. I love getting my opinion in there. Making decisions for the NBA because you don't really get that. But the fans was tripping with this one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The fans was wilding with this one. I don't know. The Golden State fans, the Cali fans was going crazy for Andrew Wiggins. And I love him. Like I said, I love Andrew Wiggins, but Luka Doncic is definitely someone. I honestly even put Devin Booker over there, honestly, as a starter, just because. The Suns' number 1 team in the West. I think they're like 40 43-9, 44-9, or 43-10 or something like that.
About right.
Straight balling, straight hooping. If you really wanted to, you could throw CP3 over the starters just because of the effect that he has on the team.
Definitely.
Assist-wise, points-wise, point guard. Like, you could put, honestly, those are my top three. Like you said, Luka Doncic, Chris Paul, Devin Booker. Those are my top three over Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he shouldn't be an all-star. I'm not saying all that.
Of course.
Just shouldn't be a starter. That's my
we're going to get into this later, but like you said about CP3, like, that man has how old? And he's, like, in the MVP talks. Like,
boy, too old.
I think he could have definitely been a West starter. Definitely think he could have gotten that this year.
But props to Andrew Wiggins. He has been hooping. He has been balling up. He took the step up. So, show out in the All-Star game, brother. Honestly, do your thing, man.
Let's talk about the reserves, though, man, because there's definitely some snubs. Like,
definitely,
I'm a huge LaMelo
100%.
Ball fan. Now,
definitely,
I'm not saying he should have been a starter, but I think he definitely could have made it over maybe Darius Garland. Like, Garland's been hooping too, but like, who do you really want to watch play in an All-Star game, LaMelo Ball or Darius Garland? Like,
definitely. Look, I like LaMelo Ball, but I'm not gonna say he should get over Darius Garland. I ain't gonna go that far. Because Garland's been hooping. He has been hooping.
Yeah,
like, he's taking a bigger role, especially with Colin Sexton out, stepping in as the main point guard, facilitating, scoring. He does it all for you. But another person that probably could have been in there, Jared Allen. Main reason that Darius Garland's able to be who he is.
Incredible.
Making assists, lobs, dunks, rebounds, blocks, does everything for the team.
Great season for
so
him.
Both of those players are the same. The reason why the Cavs are top 4, I think they are top 4, top 5.
Yeah.
In the playoff conversation and all that. So
they're looking at playoffs home court. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Nobody thought that was gonna happen, man. Like, they're incredible season by the Cavaliers for sure.
No shot. Never in my eyes. If LeBron James was on the Cavs, I thought the Cavs would suck. If LeBron or Kyrie was not on the Cavs, I had no shot for them, honestly. But Darius Garland has them going places. Jared Allen, Evan Mobley definitely stepped up too. As a rookie, especially.
Great rookie.
Rebounding, blocks, still scoring too.
In talks for Rookie of the Year.
Yep. So Rookie of the Year, like, he might win it. Honestly, he might win it. I like Cade Cunningham. Yeah, I like Cade Cunningham, but he's been struggling for a little bit.
Too.
So
Cade Cunningham is a hooper.
Definitely
coming into his own as of recently. Cade Cunningham, definitely a name to watch.
Hell yeah. Cade Cunningham, nice. It's just the Pistons. I feel like that's what's going to come down to the team's success at that point. That's how all awards come down to. Except for last year when Joel Embiid lost as the number 1 seed. But we'll talk about that. That's just me. You know, it's whatever. The fans, whatever. But I don't know. But yeah. Other than that, the reserves. What do you think about Jaylen Brown, though? You think he should have been in there?
I do think Jaylen Brown probably should have got in there. I'm not really too sure who I would have put him over. But Jaylen Brown has had, again, an amazing season. He's having some crazy games, especially against my Knicks. So Jaylen Brown is having a great season, and I definitely do think he should get his flowers as well this year.
Definitely. I know you were talking about Miles Bridges earlier. Would you have liked to see him in there?
I definitely would have liked to see Miles Bridges in there. You know, he's, again, another guy having a really, really good season. You know, I don't even know how many 30-point games that man has had. But,
for real, though. That's true.
You know, LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges, great combo. Yeah. I think that's a young team to watch for years to come.
That would have been fun as hell to watch LaMelo and Miles Bridges. Yeah. That would have been so fun. Just because of that connection. Lobs. That's not Lob City, but it's damn near close to it. Yo. It's close to it. They be hooping. I like both of them, too.
Yeah.
And they stepping up for Hornet or for Charlotte. All Charlotte was known for was Kemba Walker dropping 50 just to do nothing, not even make the playoffs. It was a waste. Everybody knew Michael Jordan as a person who hooped in the game, but had no clue how to draft players. That's all the Hornets was known for at one point. So the Hornets is going to the right direction for everything. And
it's crazy you talking about the Hornets with their drafts. You got Malik Monk. Talking about Malik Monk hooping for the Lakers, very good role player for the Lakers. Didn't really do much for the Hornets, but you know that's another player Jordan drafted, and he's really turned it around this year, having a great season.
It's that LeBron effect, yo. I'm telling you, play with LeBron, your numbers go up, bro. He do everything for you, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh no, that was it. That's all I gotta say.
We're going back into around the league and all around the league and all that. The trade deadline is coming up next week. Today we saw an insane drop, insane to me. The trade deadline, the Nets and Sixers are talking about James Harden being involved in the deal to the Sixers, which is honestly that's crazy to me. That's shocking to me. I never thought we would get to this point.
That's a blockbuster trade if I've ever seen one, man. Got some crazy trades that went down. You talk about like the Knicks trading for Melo, and I feel like that's a similar situation with James Harden. You know, he's out after this year. He's not under contract after this year, just like Melo was with the Nuggets, and the Knicks still sent them a haul for him. Granted, you talking about a player in Ben Simmons who's not even playing for them, and they're still playing great. So I definitely think that would be one of the biggest trades possibly in NBA history. James Harden, one of the greatest scorers in NBA history. Ben Simmons, number one pick, great player. I think that would be incredible.
I think my personal terms on the trade, I think the Nets honestly get worse if they get Ben Simmons. Just because the whole situation with Kyrie Irving, the non-vaccinated only playing away games, Ben Simmons, the free throw shooting, we don't know how he's going to be and all that. And KD's injured right now. Obviously, KD is KD. Like, I'm not worried about Kevin Durant. I'm not like
not
obviously Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
I'm just worried about the other two main players because it's going to be Ben Simmons, Kyrie Irving at that point.
Of course.
I feel like without James Harden, I feel like James Harden is keeping them afloat, honestly.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, one of the best scorers in NBA history.
And he's become more of a facilitator in this league, in this league, and this offense that he's in. So I feel like with Joel Embiid, he might be more of a scorer more than a facilitator. But I could be wrong. He could still just be a facilitator just because it's not his team. It's going to be Joel Embiid's team if he does get traded and all that. But either way, like I like the trade personally. If you do this Ben Simmons for James Harden just equally like that, if we have to throw in Matisse Thybulle, that's fine with me. Just don't throw in Maxey. Don't throw in Maxey.
And you know that was the next point I was about to bring up. You know that I don't think they could do a 1-for-1. I do think James Harden's a better player.
Definitely.
You know, obviously Ben Simmons got a lot left more than James Harden does.
And
James Harden's getting a little bit up there in years. But, you know, I think if the Sixers could pull off this trade without getting rid of Maxey, like you said, 100%. That would be an incredible core. You got 100%. Maxey, James Harden, Tobias Harris, and Joel Embiid. You got Harden, former MVP, Embiid, possible MVP this year.
Deadly.
Incredible core right there. You got Seth Curry, too. I think the Sixers can make a lot of noise with James Harden.
If this trade happens, I'm telling you, like the Sixers is up. The Sixers is up. It's gonna be crazy. Like I hope it happens. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen this week. Like it's gotta happen this week. I don't know if it's gonna be a shot clock cheese with the trade deadline. I don't know if all that's gonna happen, but it's starting to heat up. That's what it's looking like. And just because I know James Harden like Lil Baby like Mike Rubin, they all friends and all that, you know. I don't know, Mike Rubin. If you listen to this somehow, some way, get that brother James Harden. Don't say you heard it from me though. Get that brother James Harden to Philly though. Like, let me know. But yeah, like I hope it happens. I do hope it happens. That's just only going to bolster the Sixers' chances. Obviously, Joel Embiid's on an MVP tear on an insane stretch of games, 25 plus in the last 15 plus games, going absolutely crazy. So to have another scorer is only going to help. It's only going to help Doc Rivers. Only going to help the players around him. So we'll see what happens. I hope it happens personally. We'll see what happens with Dame Lillard too, because the Portland Trailblazers did make a trade that kind of made them a little worse.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's also something that's floating around in the air. I think it's floating around in the air. Damian Lillard said he doesn't want to leave the Trailblazers, but we'll see. I think he's crazy. If that's the case, just stick to rapping. There's no point in hooping because you're not going to win no ring with that team, brother. I'm sorry.
Look, I agree with you, but at the same time, you can't knock a man for his loyalty.
True. You right. You is right.
He wants to stay there, build it the right way. He's not a fan of that super team, like getting traded to the best team in the league type business. So I respect it, but like you said, I do think it's a little wild. I do think he's gonna regret it later on. I mean, I can't speak for him. I don't know the man personally.
Definitely.
But, I mean, I do think if he does not end up winning a ring, he may end up regretting that, after his career is over.
Definitely, because that's what you get to the league for, to win the ring. You get the champagne, the fat-ass goggles, to go crazy in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? That's what
that was a wild gesture, bro. That was a very wild gesture. I tried my best to ignore it, but you did that shit twice.
The champagne,
you did it twice,
bro. The champagne, come on, bro. Chill. You know, y'all know what I meant. The champagne showers.
You could have just said it, bro. You could have said it. It would have been perfectly fine.
Y'all knew it.
We would have got the message.
That's my bad, y'all. I'm such, yo. My bad.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. We gonna slide off of that. We talk about your Sixers possible trade. Let's talk about my Knicks, man. I heard a lot of stuff they talking about maybe potentially trading for De'Aaron Fox.
I would like that.
I love De'Aaron Fox. He's definitely maybe one of my top 10 favorite players in the league. But I don't think point guard is the issue for the Knicks. You know, you got Derrick Rose obviously hurt right now. He's not the Derrick Rose, like prime Derrick Rose, MVP Derrick Rose, but he's still a very, very solid player. You got Emmanuel Quickly. young upcoming player, great facilitator. I don't know if that really fixes the Knicks. And obviously they would have to get rid of somebody like Julius Randle, maybe throw in somebody like Mitchell Robinson, that would make me upset. I love Mitchell Robinson.
Like Mitchell Robinson.
I'm a big defensive guy. I like centers. You know what I mean? Mitchell Robinson, that's the blueprint for me. Yeah. I love Mitchell Robinson. Only way I would like to get rid of Mitchell Robinson is if we trade for my favorite center, Miles Turner. You could say that's crazy. You could say that's a crazy take. He's my favorite center, but I just love his play style, man. He reminds me a little bit of Marc Gasol in the sense where, like, he got the playmaking ability. He got the shooting ability. Great defender in the paint. I like Miles Turner a lot. I would love to see him as a New York Knick.
I keep forgetting about Miles Turner, but I think the Pacers are going through a rebuild, so they probably going to be trading him. But if you guys end up with De'Aaron Fox, I would like that.
Yep.
But I don't know what y'all do with Kemba. That's my biggest thing. Just because y'all signed him and he just hasn't been playing good. I don't know what the issue is. I don't know. And Tom Thibodeau sat him for a little bit. So I don't know what the issue is.
It's definitely a little odd. I'm not going to lie to you. The only thing I can really think of is, Tom Thibodeau is a great defensive head coach. And Kemba Walker, amazing offensive player, great playmaker, shooter, finisher at the rim. He's not a great defender. But when he did come in those stretches where the Knicks were hurt at the point guard position, he came in, did his job, got that triple-double. You know what I mean? Scoring 30-plus points, couple games. He's definitely not a bad player by any means. I think maybe you could package him with Mitchell Robinson, like I said, for Miles Turner possibly. That would make a lot of sense for me, especially if they do end up trading Julius Randle for De'Aaron Fox. I think that would be two great moves.
Definitely. I think that would only help y'all because low-key, you guys are struggling. Definitely. I think you guys are still in the play-in, so anything that can help you guys is a bonus. De'Aaron Fox is a bonus if you get Miles Turner.
Absolutely.
I would like that, honestly. I would like the Miles Turner to the Knicks trade. I do like that idea. I never even thought about that just because I don't know where else he would go. But that makes sense. That does make sense, honestly. I never even thought about that.
I heard some talks about him possibly going to the Celtics. A couple different teams got Miles Turner in their radar. But, I hope he goes to the Knicks. I would love to see Miles Turner in the blue and orange.
Definitely. Anything will help y'all, honestly. Just because players just aren't performing for real. That's what it is. And I don't know what the issue is. Like, some players just haven't been stepping up. They step up one game. And they go on a stretch where they just are average. Especially like Julius Randle too.
Julius Randle is a prime example of that. Like amazing season last season, most improved player, NBA All-Star, and then just the effort too. He was a great defender, always hustling for the loose balls. Getting to the defenders, like rotating on defense. You just don't see that anymore this year. You really don't see it. He's not giving as much effort. Like the little things like helping up your teammate when he falls to the ground. It's just not there anymore. I don't know. Maybe it's because he got paid and he don't really feel like he got to put in that much effort. Like I said before, I'm not talking down on these guys. It's just an observation as a fan who knows nothing about their personal lives or how it is in the game. But that's just what I see from a fan perspective. Love Julius Randle. I was a huge fan last year. I'm still a big fan of him now. But, I mean, if you could get De'Aaron Fox for Julius Randle, I really wouldn't be mad at that. Team him up with R.J. Barrett. R.J. Barrett, one of my favorite young players in the league. And then you got Cam Reddish over there, too, possibly bringing in Zion to complete that Duke trio on the Knicks. I think that would be amazing, man. I would love for that to happen.
It could happen. I don't know what the hell's going on with Zion. They say he too big, busting out his shoes. That was in college, but they say he too big. I don't know what's going to happen. Hasn't been playing for the Pelicans, but it makes sense. Cam Reddish got traded there. It's only appealing. It's only helping. He already said he liked the Knicks as his top, or Madison Square Garden was his top place to play in.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it could happen. The future is up for the Jets, for the Knicks. It's up.
Yeah, man.
The New York is looking bright for y'all. I got the New York hat. Like it's up for y'all. I'm buying hats from the New York. You know what I'm saying? It's up.
But that's the problem, man. It's always been like, looking good for the future and all that. But, you got your Philly teams. The Sixers, obviously, amazing team. Definitely a contender in the East. Maybe could possibly go to the finals. I think they can make a good run, especially if they get Harden.
Definitely.
And then you got the Eagles getting into the playoffs this year, 3 first-round picks. I feel like it's looking up for my teams, and it's already up for your team. So
it's looking right for the East Coast, y'all. The West Coast looking a little shitty, bro. I know you got Steph Curry and Jimmy Porn Star G, but come on, like it's come to the East Side, baby. It be a little cold, but we like that. We hard. We dogs over here, bro. I'm telling you. But this is the Out of Bounds podcast. Thank you, Joe, for coming on here. I hope everything's good for you. I hope you enjoyed the time here, bro.
Of course, great experience.
To have you back again, honestly.
Yeah, man, that would be dope. That would be dope. Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Definitely. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Hope you guys enjoy the podcast. If you guys have comments, if you want to disagree with both of us, please leave it in the comments. If you don't like it, dislike it. I don't care. You can do whatever you want. Like it if you liked it. Leave a comment. We post on Instagram if you guys want to check out little clips and all that. TikTok, you see us on there. Twitter. Yeah, we getting right. Welcome back to the Out of Bounds podcast, y'all. We coming back. We coming back with a vengeance. I'm telling you. Keep tuning in, y'all. But thank you for you guys tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your night, y'all.